Yo, welcome back to Inside the Lunchbox. This is your boy, Chef Mac. Once again, we're in the studio. We're doing it again. We got something special for you guys. Yeah. And I'm also here with my homie.
Yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The
Mr.
slightly
Rex
above
himself.
Average button pusher. Here to have a good time.
The Royal Pinois.
Yeah, well, I can't commit to you otherwise. I've accepted my fate at this point. So, Mr. Chef Mac, what have you brought to us today? Actually, how was your week?
Well, my week so far.
Yeah.
What's today? Today's
a Tuesday. Yeah.
My week has been great. I went to a fine restaurants, which we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Here in a few minutes. The food was fantastic.
It was.
I got the chance to spend that with a good friend of mine, my girlfriend, my son, and
I may have also been there.
Yeah, that's what I said. My good friend.
Oh, I thought you were talking like the girlfriend was your good friend. I'm like,
I said good friend, and I said girlfriend.
Okay, my bad. I missed out on that. Yeah. Listen, man.
But how was your week?
It's a Tuesday. I work on Tuesdays, and
so Levi's half asleep right now.
I straight from work. I still got like dust and dirt all over me. But hey, the show never ends. The sacrifice I make. Just a crazy weekend, so we weren't able to get together to get this recording done. We were editing some other things and putting things together, and we didn't get around to recording on time, so that's why we're doing this on a Tuesday after work.
I can still post this tonight and still be
no. You always, as far as the audience is concerned, this is like our regularly scheduled thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But on behind the scenes, things are a little bit crazy.
We normally record on Sunday and it releases on Tuesday.
Yeah,
but we're actually recording on Tuesday. And depending on how I feel, we're going to release.
We might get it released on Tuesday. I mean, I would say,
for sure.
Make sure you get out there and vote. But by the time this publishes, polls will be closed.
I was actually getting ready to say that. Don't you have an announcement to make about voting?
Normally I do. But, voting's very important. I forgot that there was a primary election last time we recorded an episode. Otherwise, I would have given you the full warning. But early voting's over with. Today's election day. Primaries close tonight at 7 p.m., I believe.
7 p.m.
By the time you're hearing this, it's already over. But here's a big thing. If there's a primary in March, that means there's a general election in November. Plus, there's probably a bunch of small little elections in between, depending on your city council, things like that. So I was a little too late on giving you all the heads up about the primary that just is happening today. But don't forget to vote in November. That's your general election. So a primary, you're picking, which candidates from which parties are going to represent the parties at the general election. But the general election decides who's actually in office. So
let's go. Make sure you go out there and vote.
And I'll try to make sure to give my warning.
Let's vote.
Yeah.
So Levi, we actually went to this fantastic restaurant called Jamaica Pon Di Road. It is a Jamaican restaurant located here in Houston, Acres Home, right here in Houston.
Just south of Greens Point.
Just south. And when I say the food was freaking fantastic. The plantains, I like a little bit more crisp, but I'm not complaining. They were good. What do you think?
Oh, I was blown away. So I went to Jamaica once in 2007. And my dad paid for this cruise. The whole family went on a cruise. We ended up in Jamaica, Grand Cayman Island, and Cozumel. But Jamaica's a beautiful country. It was a great time, but I just don't distinctly remember the food there very much. We were in Montego Bay, Jamaica. So I did have some experience with Jamaica food and Jamaican culture. However, having it over the weekend, it was just absolutely fantastic. I had their curry chicken, which was very spicy, a little bit more spicy than I was expecting, but not like too spicy, not like I couldn't eat it spicy, but it was absolutely delicious. And then I had their jerk chicken, which just blew me away. Their jerk sauce is absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And everything was good. Like the fries were good. I'm not a big fry guy. The fries were good. The rice was good. The yams, melt in your mouth. The yams were good.
We took Levi to get some soul.
And then even their ice cream was good. I mean, it took like 30 minutes to make, but
I thought they was milking the cow.
wait.
I really thought they were back there milking the cow, messing with them udders.
I know, right?
Like it took forever. But when they told us the process and we put it in, sounds horrible. We put it in our mouth. We were like, 30 minutes wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad at all, But it was freaking fantastic. So Levi had the curry chicken, he had the jerk chicken, and he had fries. My son also went with us. My son had the
Oxtail cheesecake.
Oxtail cheese
cheesesteak. Yeah, like a Philly cheesesteak, but
so
it's
it was a
oxtail.
Philly cheesesteak with oxtail meat.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like the food there it was just freaking amazing, folks.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Don't you guys go nowhere? Like you guys are really going anywhere anyway. But the food was freaking fantastic.
Yeah. No. So I'd never had oxtail before this. This was my first experience with oxtail, and I was just very blown away. It's like really tender cut. You wouldn't normally think of eating a tail from a cow, but you know what?
So we actually do it from a cow here, but so what's the difference between an ox and a cow?
Just different breeds. Like they're both like bovines to a degree. They're just like really different breeds.
Yeah. So originally it does come from an ox, but they take it from a cow, cut the tails off, and but yeah. So my plate, I had the jerk chicken. I had oxtails. So I had to pay extra for the oxtail. I had peas and rice, or rice and peas, fried plantains, and I had 2 beef patties. And yes, I'm being extra big back right now. And it was something else that I had.
You also had the yams.
Oh, and the yams. That's right. So yes, I was being a whole lot extra big back on this. My back was spread kind of big that day. So we actually had a video for you guys that I post on our TikTok to show you guys the food and everything like that.
Yeah.
But
it was really good, and we had the whole video prepared, and we were supposed to like record this with video, and we were going to make commentary over the video during the podcast, but just technical difficulties got in the way. So what we'll end up doing is we'll end up cutting the video up into smaller sections and just posting to our TikToks and other social media. But it's really good. It's called Jamaica Pon Di Road.
Jamaica Pon Di Road.
Yeah. I'm blanking on the address.
Well, I think I have it posted. I posted
Acre
on our
Homes, right? Yeah,
I think
Homes.
it was in Acre Homes. So before we go, man, this Caribbean food is it's not just Jamaican food, right?
Right.
When you think of Jamaican food, you're thinking of Caribbean food,
Right.
and in the Caribbean, they eat a lot of fish, obviously, right? They eat a lot of chicken. They grill their food. And they barbecue, or they put their food on the grill, or they smoke it. And the reason behind that, them smoking their food, it preserves their food for long periods of time. And they also, when they do their jerk chicken, it's a special type of wood that they use for barbecuing their jerk chicken, and it only could be found in the Caribbean. So when you go to the Caribbean, the taste is totally different, totally different than what the taste is here. So like, but the food was still good. But you have Jamaica, you have what other?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of places in the Caribbean. I mean, technically, Cuba's Caribbean, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands. The Bahamas. I mean, the Bahamas might be technically outside the Caribbean, but these are all Caribbean islands.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So let's do a little history on some Jamaican food.
I mean, fun fact. I was talking about barbecue chicken here in the States, and do you know where that comes from?
Barbecue chicken?
Yeah. Like the way it's made, the
No, I
slow
don't.
cooking
No, I don't.
over the grill. You know where that originally comes from?
Where?
It comes from indigenous peoples in the Caribbean.
Yes, I want to say
Yeah.
I,
Now,
I
of
do
course,
know.
it came into the South, and then it was a popular dish in the South, adding vinegar, things like that to it. But like grilling in the United States, which is a pretty unique thing to the United States. Grilling meat the way that we grill it, those have roots. That entire thing has roots to the Caribbean because explorers and stuff would see these indigenous peoples in the Caribbean, slow cooking meat over like grills made up mostly out of like sticks and other things, and they were like, "Wow, that's interesting," and then they made it a whole thing. So yeah, that's where grilling, specifically where barbecue chicken originates from.
Interesting. So let's talk about oxtails.
Yeah.
So if you guys aren't familiar with oxtails, and for the ones that are familiar with oxtail used to be a throwaway cut of meat.
Right.
It was the meat that nobody wanted; they threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, over time, that cut of meat, the oxtail, has grown so much popularity that it became a prime cut of meat.
Mm-hmm.
That's here in the U.S. pretty much, but down in the Caribbean, such like Jamaica, it was always a prime cut of meat for them. Oxtails dates back all the way from the time when the Africans,
Right.
the slaves, came to the Caribbean.
Right.
So it dates that far back.
Right.
So with that being said, when you cook your oxtails is also it's a tough meat. Like you can't just fry it and think that it's going to be okay. Like
Right.
it actually works well with stew. You have to braise it. You have to cook it slow, and you have to cook it over a long period of time so the meat can be tender. And the fattiness of that oxtail, inside those bones, there's like really good fat gelatin flavor that's just so succulently good. But you have to cook it really, really slow.
It was really, really good.
And I think that was Levi's first. That was your first.
Oh,
time,
yeah.
first time having oxtail. So, with that being said, like, would you ever like eat oxtails again?
I would. It was pretty expensive at that particular place.
Oxtail is very expensive now.
Yeah, which is wild because it was a throwaway cut of meat, and from what I was reading about it, the plantation owners, the wealthy elites would carve up the cow, and they would eat like the steak and things like that, and they would throw away the cutaway pieces they didn't want, like the tail, the ribs, things like that. And the poor people would take the tail and the other parts that the tail, the foot, the things that were considered like gross cuts of meat, and that's how they would make their food. But then now, because oxtail is so juicy and it's so tender, it was incredibly tender, that now it's considered a delicacy, which is, believe it or not, the same thing that happened to lobster.
Oh, really?
Lobster is a big bug. And so it was not something the rich, wealthy elites, especially in New England, would consider eating. It's a bug.
Huh.
So the poor people, they could catch lobster with these cages they'd make themselves, and then they would cook it up and they would eat it. And then now, today, over time, it has become a delicacy meal. But originally, no, the wealthy were like, I'm not eating bugs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So the oxtail in all forms may be among the most famous Jamaican recipes today. The cut didn't always get the credit that it deserved. Elevated out of necessity, oxtail's long history transformed from a throwaway piece of meat into one of the best cuts of tender braised beef. At the start of the 16th century, enslaved people were brought to Jamaica from Africa because the land couldn't support vast herds of beef and cattle. The available meat animals were largely limited to those that could live off the land, like goats and whatever that animal, beast of burden.
Beast of burden, that's like your oxen.
The oxen, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And so that's where they got their meat from. Wealthy residents of the island may have dined in expensive cuts of beef, like Levi said, steak, and enslaved people were forced to make off with just the bare minimum
throwaway
scraps,
parts.
right?
Well, if you've ever
So
been to
they was
Jamaica,
like, here, you know what? You can
Yeah.
have the oxtail. And you know what we did? We were like, you know what? We're going to take these oxtails and we're going to make them famous.
Some
We're going to make them
incredible
good.
dishes.
We're going to soak them.
Yeah.
We're going to marinate them. And we're going to stew them for hours. And then you could just suck on the bone and the meat just
Yeah.
come right off.
if you've ever been to Jamaica, it's a very mountainous island. So you ever seen the old King Kong movies?
Yes.
Where, like, they're coming up on the mountain. They're coming up on the island. It's like this big mountainous island that pokes up out of the sea.
Yes.
Most islands don't do that, but Jamaica does. When I was pulling up to Jamaica, all I could think about was like, this is like not Godzilla. This is like a King Kong's island.
So you're actually right.
It's very mountainous. Yeah.
And not only that, Jamaica actually sits. So Jamaica Island itself is actually a mountain.
Yeah.
And they're on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So that the part of that mountain actually sticks up out of the water.
Yeah.
And it becomes Jamaica.
So of course they couldn't sustain herds of cows on there. Cows don't do well in mountains. So of course things like goats and oxen you have anyways to like pull your carts around and stuff. So that's why they were eating those.
So the way that you cook your oxtails the Caribbean way, you use your Scotch bonnet, which is a type of pepper. You have your thyme. You have your you could do like your curry, your 5 spice. There's different ways that you could do it. Your curries, like there's so many ways you could just cook your Jamaican food, but make sure you use your fresh herbs and your fresh spices when you do that. And I think another thing that what makes it so special is the cartilage that's inside the bone of that oxtail. When it's cooking so slow and it's rendering down, it causes that sauce to get really rich, and which makes it freaking delicious.
It was like, think about the most delicious pot roast you could ever imagine, and that's what it tasted like. It was real soft. It was very savory. I mean, I would say it was worth every dollar spent on it, but I'm warning you, if you go there, be prepared to pay a little bit for that oxtail.
Yeah, so I was trying to find, so what it was, there was a group of people out there that was there before the slave Africans came over, of course, the indigenous people, and their thing mostly consists of jerk. And it was called jerking. It sounds bad, but it's like jerking the chicken, right? And what they did is that they they dug a hole in the ground, and they would smoke and they would barbecue their chicken inside the ground, and that was one of their main source of dishes out there was the jerk chicken and also the fish and everything like that. So you guys on TikTok, the reason why I'm laughing, we have our headphones on, so we are pushing buttons, and we hear certain things inside our headset. So Levi is up there messing with me on the headset right now. Just telling you guys in the TikTok world, it's kind of hilarious. So let's see what else we got here. But yeah, so those jerk chicken is definitely a major dish. Rice and peas,
which are kidney beans,
which is pretty much like kidney beans.
Yeah,
you may know Jamaicans home abroad hold the dish dear to their heart. They're talking about Jamaican rice and peas, but few know the history behind the steamed rice and red beans simmering in coconut milk with a sweet aroma, Jamaican spices. Rice and peas was adopted in the Akan tribe, hailing from Ghana and Ivory Coast of West Africa.
Wow.
The dish, which still exists in those countries today, is known as waki. Waki? Waakye. And of course, consistence of usual rice and beans. However, the Akans add sorghum and leaves and baking soda, while Jamaicans favor their pot with thyme and pepper. So I have the recipe for that, I'm going to post for rice and peas. So a lot of the dishes, we thank the Africans for coming over and showing us and infusing these flavors together, because without it, it just made it better. It made it great. It made it flavorful. It just made it all around just fantastic.
Yeah. No, I mean, they were very ingenuous people, and like not only did they take some of the cooking techniques that the indigenous peoples of the Caribbean had, they brought over with them recipes and cooking methods that they had grown up with in West Africa, and created some of the best food in the entire world.
So can you? I know this is kind of off topic, but Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick, are you familiar with the Haiti and I guess the Haitians revolting against and actually taking back the homeland?
1804.
Okay, so just give us a little.
Okay, so Haiti was and is the first successful slave revolt that established their own country. Haiti was occupied and colonized by the French. I believe they grew a lot of sugar there. That was like their massive sugar plantations in Haiti. And in 1804, I forget the guy's name off the top of my head, but the Haitians, during the French Revolution in France, so believe it or not, in revolutionary France, they're overthrowing the monarchy and they're like, equality for all men. But they didn't mean that for all their colonies. They meant that for Frenchmen. Right, so you have the American Revolution that happens where the Americans kick out the British and declare independence from the British Empire. That inspires the French Revolution, who then they're all talking about equality and all that goodness. In France, they overthrow their aristocracy, they overthrow their monarch, and then that inspires the Haitians to revolt. And I think it was like a 10-year-long war or something like that. I forget. But, the Haitians, the enslaved peoples of Haiti decide, you know what? We should be free too. Not just the French men, but us. And so they fought this long, brutal insurgency, and they overthrew their French oppressors. And I believe it was either it started in 1804 or it ended in 1804. I forget. But yeah, the 1804 Haitian Revolution. So Haiti exists today as a country because it was a successful slave revolt. And I think it was I know it was the first one, but I think it was the only successful slave revolt that established their own country.
And the reason why I had you bring that up, because we just dived into Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And you can see that there's a lot of countries in the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to see where we're gonna go next. We about to travel to the Caribbean. We can't get there right now, but we could get there in spirit. So I'm thinking about doing the Haitian food next.
Haitian food is good. Yeah,
you had Haitian food.
It's been a long time, but yeah, I've never been to Haiti, but I would love to go. Well, maybe not go in spirit right now. There's a lot going on. Yeah, there's Haiti.
A lot. So where? I mean, do you want to do Haiti next?
We can cover Haiti, and while we're at the Dominican Republic, they're one island.
You know what?
Yeah, that big island that has the two countries side by side.
Yeah,
it's known as Hispaniola. That's the name of the island. Yeah,
I do know that.
Yeah.
So, if I can suggest one thing to the
I will say this: I need a Cuban cigar.
Wait, hold on. He's just joking. He's just joking. We doesn't need a Cuban cigar.
Since we're talking about the Caribbean and all their wonderful things, oh, thank God the Cubans invented Cuban cigars.
Yeah, but yeah. So if you have any ideas where you want to go next, if I have any of my friends that is from the Caribbean, hey, let me know where you think we should head next. Like, we're looking at a map and we're gonna get like little action figures and we're gonna take a little boat and we're gonna travel to the next island that we want to go.
I need one of those big cork boards that has a map on it. And poke pins in all the countries we've talked about.
You know what I'm saying? And let us know where we want to go next. It's the Caribbean, folks.
Yeah,
it has food.
Wonderful,
it has great food.
Wonderful food.
The culture in the Caribbean is crazy.
You know what's wild is the culture in the Caribbean is going to vastly different depending on which island you're on, depending on which European country colonized it. Jamaican culture is unique in the way that it is, and it's different from Haitian culture, even though they both have West African roots, even though they're both in the Caribbean. But because Haiti was a French colony and Jamaica was a British colony and the Dominican Republic was a Spanish colony and Cuba was a different Spanish colony, they're all slightly different cultures. In some cases, vastly different cultures. It's a very unique thing. But it's still one of, and now I will say this about Jamaica. It is one of the most chill places.
Hey, they're high. They're high the whole time.
I'm not trying to say like as a cliche, but the entire time I was there,
right.
everything was like no problem, Mom.
Don't kill the vibe.
Yeah, they are just vibing out the entire time. Very chill. And I don't know if they were just acting that way because of tourists or that's just who they are. But it was very, very, very cool.
We did experience a little of it when we went to Jamaica Pon Di Road.
Yeah.
Because their whole theme is don't kill the vibe. Like they're vibing. Like don't come in there with all your stupidness and your loudness and your trying to act all weird and stuff like that. Don't kill the vibe, man. Just sit down and enjoy your food and go home.
Yeah.
And they give you so much food at Jamaica Pon Di Road. It's expensive.
I will say this. Well, it depends on what you get. I got the double meat with the rice and everything. Ran me about $25, including my drink. That's not bad for a good plate of food at a good restaurant. It's not McDonald's prices. But now, I did not get the oxtail because I was not trying to take out a loan.
I had to take out a loan. It was about 13.5% interest for the next. I think it was 48 months, and my monthly payments was right around $350 when I got the oxtails.
That's my car payment.
So for me to get my plate, and our plate. And again, my son's oxtail sandwich or steak sandwich was $35 by itself.
Yeah.
And I can understand that because it's very labor intensive to pull all the meat out between them bones. I just hope they didn't suck the meat out the bones. And then because you got to stick your finger in there and pull out all that meat.
We've talked about sucking, pulling, and jerking on this episode.
So it's that to get that meat out of those oxtails, I just hope they use
sanitary ways of doing it.
But
I will say this. Again, unless you get the oxtail, it's actually fairly reasonably priced for a delicacy restaurant.
Yes.
And I spent about $25 without my dessert. The dessert was a different thing.
So I had to pay $35 for 12 inches. And then I got
We're getting rated in anyways.
I did. It was a 12-inch ogie sandwich. It was $35. You know what I'm saying? However they want to take it, that's on them. That's not. We're good. We're good. You know what I'm saying? So then I had my dish with the oxtails and everything. It was I don't know. It was about $100.
Yeah, but that's 3 people. Also,
yeah.
But they were really large portions. I do want to say this. What I got, very large portions. They were not skimping on the chicken. I could not finish it in one sitting. I had to bring it home and eat it for dinner. And it was really, really good. It was spiced really well. The vibe there was amazing. Jamaica Pon Di Road, it's a great place.
And what I can say is that for them to be as busy as they were with the line out the door, I don't know about the ice cream part. I don't know where they messed up at that.
They had a line too, apparently.
But the line, from the time we got there and we got a menu and ordered food, I can say that it was not long at all to get our food.
It was not long, considering the line.
The line, I was like, so they're pushing it out, people.
Yeah, they were pushing it out. I thought we were going to be there a lot longer than we were when I first saw that line. But once we got on the line, we got ordered, paid, went and sat down for a few minutes, and they're like, "Your food's ready." I was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah, it was really good. So
it was amazing.
If you're here in Houston, Acres Home, Jamaican Pon Di Road,
highly recommend.
I want to promise to you guys, I was a little bit unprepared because I think I'm still full from the food. I'm still
3 days later.
Now I could see why in Jamaica they smoke a lot.
Oh yeah,
because the food that they give you, if you haven't caught the itis from the food, you're gonna be high as heck.
Falling asleep.
You're gonna be. So here's the
it.
thing: like you're smoking,
Right,
and we're talking about these things, right? But I think TikTok just kicked me off. But all right, no, they didn't. So they're already when you smoke that stuff, you get the munchies.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm a good Christian.
You get the
man.
munchies, right? And then you got this good food that you're gonna go get.
Yeah.
And now you're high. You got the munchies, and now you're sleeping. No wonder it's just a vibe. Don't kill the vibe, man. Like, don't kill my high. Don't kill my itis. Don't kill none of that.
It's an incredibly beautiful island.
I've never been. I want to go.
Stunningly beautiful place. The temperature there is just like when I was there, it was like just perfect. So yeah, good food, great place, beautiful people, and from what I hear, really good extracurricular activities as well. So yeah, it's a vibe.
Don't kill my vibe.
The only place I'll say this now, I know Colombia is not technically Caribbean. Like the Colombian coast is part of the Caribbean, but the part of Colombia I was in, Bogota, that place was probably slightly rivaled Jamaica when it came in terms of like beauty and just like temperature and good food. So we can talk about Colombia next. Colombia has really good food.
Colombia.
Yeah. I've been there a couple times.
So I guess we're going to start a series. I guess this is series.
Traveling through South America.
We're going to travel through the Caribbean. Maybe you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy the little floaties.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go live on the next one. So next time I'm going to make sure we plan. And I'm going to live. And I'm going to have my whole, what do you call it? My whole Caribbean shirt.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a Caribbean shirt. I'm going to have some little floaties on my arms. I'm going to have little shades. I'm going to have the little suntan lotion on my nose, right? You know, and we going to the Caribbean, yo.
You need suntan lotion,
sir. I do need some. I've burned.
I don't believe you.
I burned.
I don't believe you.
I do. I burned.
Right.
I found that out the hard way.
Oh, you did tell me that. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know black people get sunburned. I did not know that until I took a shower and I turned around. And that water hit my back, and my soul about jumped out my body.
Yeah,
my soul was like, "Yay, that's hot."
Yeah,
jumped out. But anyway,
did you have to get OC sprayed in the Army?
Yes.
Yeah, it felt like an incredibly terrible sunburn right on your face.
Yes,
but slightly worse.
It smelled like I put my face in a whole bunch of spicy chicken.
Yeah, we had to get OC sprayed in the Navy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what reminds you of like when you get in the shower afterwards and like burns your face. That's kind of what you remind me of is like an OC sprayed on your back.
All right, so once again, folks, Chef Mac, Levi.
Yeah.
We
we're hitting it. Yeah.
We're gonna hit the Caribbean up for you guys.
Yeah.
I need to get back on my game.
I don't even know if there's a Haitian restaurant around here or Cuban.
I know there is a Cuban restaurant.
Is there? All right, we're doing Cuba next.
So, but next week on the 28th of next month, we're going to actually go to a Thai dessert restaurant. We're going to do a review on a Thai dessert restaurant, and we're actually going to video it and everything. And I want to make sure that we have it for you. I do apologize for not having the Jamaica Pon Di Road, but it's going to be on TikTok.
Lessons
so definitely
learned.
check it out on TikTok.
Lessons learned.
And I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. TikTok, you guys are the best. I need for you to show up, show out. Hey, if it looks good, eat it. Expand your palate. Go out and buy new flavors, new seasons, new herbs. Put it together. There's no rules to cooking, people. There's no rules to anything. Put the stuff together. Make it happen. Make it do what it do. Eat your food. Get full. Go to sleep. And get drunk. Let's go inside the lunchbox.
Responsibly. Drink responsibly.